Occupational Hazard by Mozzy. Mozzy is one of our favorite artists from the West Coast. Always giving us multiple albums a year, here's another one. How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Occupational Hazard by Mozzy.
Another one.
Yeah.
Mozzy, man. Mozzy stay coming out, always consistent. You gotta love it, man. How you feel about this album artwork, man?
I mean, I had to take a double take at it because I was just like, man, everybody pointing guns. I don't like this. But when you look at it like it's just like, unfortunately, you got crime on your own people happening to you, and you got crime from the other side happening to you. So that kind of duality is kind of crazy to look at it in an image like this.
Yeah, I love the fact that he did it that way. Like, he's getting attacked on both ends. So he's getting harassed by the cops, and he's getting harassed by his own people.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, that's deep.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't even got to explain anything after that. Like, you should already get it. You should already know.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And I'm going to have to check into them jerseys, man. I think those are part of his label's jerseys. I might have to support Mozzy because we've been listening to him for a minute.
Yeah.
And if he got some merch like that, I need to check it out. The flow of this project, man. Look, I felt like the album was just simply Mozzy just doing what Mozzy does. But he does what he always does. He has the hard songs. He has the songs that kind of just make you feel something, understanding and breaking down the dimensions of what's going on in his neighborhood, relationships that he has with specific friends. He's really good with that pocket.
Yeah, man. I was telling somebody, if I was about that life and, nothing could really make me feel anything, Mozzy would. Because I think Mozzy can make a gangster cry. That's just what I really think.
I gotta hear that. Highlights, man. Look, first off the bat, the intro came on. I love the beat. I love that it's kind of got that soft, inspirational, slight type feel with that kind of Mozzy talk on it. Loved it. Death is Calling came on, and I was just like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I kind of expect from Mozzy. On top of that, Living Through Me is another one that had me sitting there thinking about some things. But when Get Even came on with YF and Lucci, that was the first song where I'm just like, here we go. A smash. Him and YF and Lucci have some really good chemistry.
Say it all the time.
They need to do a joint album. I'm pretty sure every track would be absolute fire, man. Them dudes do a really good job leaning on each other. Same 40, it's one of them songs where it's like, I don't know how, it's like, I ain't living that life, but I get it. I understand, man. I'm pretty sure Tommy Egan is listening to that joint right now. Don't Play Fair featuring Blast and Wale. Absolute fire, man. Apparently him and Blast have some really good chemistry too. This isn't the first time we've heard him and Blast together. He was on a couple other albums we've checked out.
So really, we just never really paid attention.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that song was actually really dope. Streets Ain't Safe featuring Mozzy and Blast. I feel like this goes right to the front cover of the album, man. It's got another really good vibe to it. And then I felt like he nailed it at the end of the album with this Living What I Know featuring Sue Surf and Stacey Berth. That joint is absolute
Sue
fire,
Surf
man.
killed his verse.
Yeah, Sue Surf is he's on something right now. I don't see how you can't feel Sue Surf's verse, man. It was dope.
I mean, I'm going to just say I really enjoyed every track on this album, but what I really want to just comment on is the fact that, how some people can be like, they have a certain distaste for a certain type of music because they hate all the subject matter and everything like that. For those type of people, I'll be like, listen to Mozzy, because he has a way of connecting with you on a level that you may not be familiar with or comfortable with, and still resonating with you in a way like no other artist can. And it's just like, like I said, you may not be from the background that he may be from or anything like that, like you're related to, but you can still feel it. And I think that's a testament to him as an artist, to just kind of bring you into his world and kind of just get you to really relate to what he's talking about. And I really think that shouldn't go by unnoticed, because it's crazy how he can just create a certain mood with his music and you're completely in tune. I mean, I'm talking about every track I was listening, and I don't know what it is about his style that gets you just like, damn, just sit and listen to the music like, man, that's some real stuff. And You can say that about a lot of artists, but I can really feel that from Mozzy.
I think I know what it is. See, it doesn't come off as if he's glorifying anything, and it comes off empathetic, and he knows how to put the words into a way that everybody can understand, even if that's not your way of life.
Yeah, I agree.
Lowlights, man, for the most part, I don't really have any. I don't know. It's like I don't know what I want Mozzy to do outside of what he's doing. I could just tell I want a joint album with Blast and YFN Lucci and Mozzy. I think just him with them two R&B acts doing a R&B thing. I know Blast can rap. I know YFN Lucci can rap, but I want them singing, and I want Mozzy doing all the rapping. And I think that would sound amazing. But as far as this project goes, I don't really have a low light. I mean, if I wanted to nitpick, I can just say terrorist threats, but it's not a bad record. It's just, you know, I could say hazardous, but it's not a bad record. It's really good across the board.
Yeah, same here, man. I really feel like, you know, he put his all into every song. It's really real and authentic, and I mean, that's just how I get from it.
Final thoughts. Mozzy is fire. And if you aren't listening to him as many times as we've tried to tell you to listen to him, I really feel like you're missing out on something. It's like he's not Nipsey, but him and Nipsey, I could see them really like relating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could see Mozzy doing a joint album with somebody like Kendrick Lamar and it coming out crazy. I could see Mozzy doing a whole album with The Game and it coming out crazy. Like Mozzy is that rapper from the West Coast that I feel like everybody should be on.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you, man. I mean, if you're looking for like just another avenue of just somebody that's just talking about what they know and trying to translate their feelings to you, this is it, man. I mean, on top of that, there's some nice production here too. I'm not even gonna let that be unnoticed. It's just something about when it's like Mozzy and the keys. When them keys get playing and everything, it sets the tone, and then that beat drops and it just rocks. So it's real nice.
Final grade, man. First of all, look, I just want to point out, like, I'm not usually the most West Coast hip hop fan. Like, you know, like it's hard for me to get into the Bay Area stuff. It's like it normally has the sound similar to what Tupac was doing, what Ice Cube was doing, what NWA, Dr. Dre was doing. It's a really small general circle of West Coast music that I like. But somehow Mozzy just manages to punch in, and he just establishes himself in my head as an elite rapper with elite product, because he always puts out a dope album. Every time he comes out, you know what you're gonna get for the most part, and it always comes through as consistent. I'm giving Mozzy a check. I really think everybody should listen to this. There's definitely songs. If anything, just listen to the playlist we put out this week. Listen to those 3 tracks. If you like what you hear, then just listen to the whole project, man. Shout out to Mozzy.
Couldn't say it no better myself. Ditto everything on that. Top of that, I'm giving it a check. For real. Give it a shot. You'll love it.